if you're failing, you're actually doing things right because you're changing things and you're being creative and you're exercising, again, your independence and liberty kind of thing to break conventional notions of what success is, which we all know doesn't necessarily work for every single person. One of the most important things for me in my Duke career specifically was trying new things and like sampling a bunch of things. And I think failure allows you to do that in a roundabout kind of way. And I think it also makes you good at putting yourself out there and giving like 100% to something, even when it necessarily won't catch you on the other side or reward you directly.
Right.
But teaches you to kind of find the internal satisfaction to your actions rather than looking for external validation. I think the most important thing is understanding what you're actually failing, because a lot of it's not necessarily like you. I think failure is only in relation to a specific standard that's already been set up. I came into Duke, I really, really, really wanted to be in an a cappella group, which was interesting, and auditioned, got a few callbacks, but didn't end up getting in any a cappella groups, which was a bummer at the time. But I ended up, because of that, getting connected with Small Town Records, which is Duke's campus record label. I was able to produce, and also integrate kind of my love for business into that kind of musical passion, which was kind of a cool combination. It definitely impacted the way I went, but that was something, again, I've stuck with all these 4 years. I think the most important thing to do with any kind of failure or struggle is like name what you're feeling and name why it is. And so even if that comes in little pieces, being able to slowly deconstruct, this is what's making me upset, this is what's making me sad about this is what's kind of exciting and making me keep going, but this is the other way, what's telling me to get out. And like deconstructing the individual pieces that make up what you're feeling around failure or like and everything. And once you kind of understand the little pieces, then you can take them and rebuild them in a new way, if that makes sense. Take those individual pieces and now you have space to kind of rebuild something else, or say, oh, I didn't make it in a cappella, so how do I like explore this musical interest also with something else that I'm super passionate about. I think it's forced me to change a little things, and whether it's like me avoiding failure or me being more strategic as to where I can allot time or where I want to allot time. Not where like Duke is telling me necessarily to, but like how do I take my life here, which 4 years, again, people say crank it out, but it's also like super important to enjoy every second of it. And how can I take things that I am still passionate about, like engineering, but also do it in a more healthy, more mitigatable way kind of thing.